What is up, guys, and welcome to the F1 2021 mod. First and foremost, I'm going to leave a link down in the description where you guys can try this out for yourself. It's a mod on race department for the F1 2020 game. Secondly, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so now to stay up to date with future uploads. But here we are for an F1 2021 mod where we've got all of the 2021 cars. At the time of me making this video, nobody knows what the cars look like, what the driver suits look like, so this mod is somewhat incomplete, but it's about as complete as it can be for when this video is being made. Now, of course, we're going to be driving as Daniel Ricciardo in the McLaren, my man, and we're going to see if we can get him a fucking podium around Monaco. So yeah, this should be a good video. Hopefully one of the best of the year. And yeah, we're going to give this one good shot. There are some issues with the mod as well, like some of the drivers aren't, you know, fully calibrated, like their names and stuff aren't right, and helmets, there's issues there, but let's appreciate the mod for what it is. Anyway, let's get rolling into the Monaco Grand Prix of 2021. I really hope that this Grand Prix goes ahead this year, though I have my doubts. So we're getting it out of the way early, just so I can get that taste of Monaco again.
We're here to kick off today's race at the infamous Circuit de Monaco. Drivers will need to be on their top form if they want to take home the win today. And what would any Grand Prix weekend be without the one and only Anthony Davidson, alongside me as always to talk you through the action.
What a great race we have in store for us today. Valtteri looks supremely confident this weekend, and that's why he's starting from pole. Can anyone get close to him today, I wonder? Besides that, of course, any kind of Turn 1 incident could completely turn the race on its head. Let's keep our fingers crossed everyone can get through in one piece.
Here we go then for the Midnight Monaco Grand Prix. This is probably the only way we can get Monaco to run this year. Oh, and as well, this mod is so realistic that there's no crowds. Well done. Well done. Anyway, we're starting from P12, starting on mediums, finishing on softs, so we're hopefully going to overcut a lot of people and yeet our way into the top 3. That's the goal of this video. 5 red lights. And we are underway for this F1 2021 mod video. Starting in the McLaren of Daniel Ricciardo has not been a great start. We try and hold on from Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin. Not going to say Racing Point, and I'm definitely not going to say Force India. That would be a crime worth unsubscribing for, I reckon. Anyway, through this first lap, we're holding on decently to our starting position of 12th place. We've got Esteban Ocon right in front of us in the Alpine. Man, this is going to be really tricky to actually keep track of the drivers and the new team names. Everything's so fresh for 2021. And this is me warming up for the F1 2021 game later on this year. So let's see how it goes. Ocon with a shocking run out of Portier. I think Lando just did him around the outside quite nice. So we're going to try and go up the inside into the Nouvelle chicane. Ocon cuts the corner. I'm very proud of him there. And he actually holds on to the position. So we're going to be hard pressed to get on the podium in this race. But like I said, this is where I want to be. So we're going to try and push hard early on to make it easier for ourselves later. It will be a lot easier later when we're on the much softer tyre. We should be about a second or two, maybe faster than those around us. But we've got to put in the work early. We've got to get the track position early to give us any hope of a good race here in Monaco. As you guys know, it's bloody impossible to overtake here in real life. In the game, it's a little bit easier. The AI are known to be a little bit pushovery, especially if you can put your car in the right places. And that is something I've got lots of practice with. The many thousands and thousands of laps I've done around this place. I genuinely want to know how many laps I've done here. Probably like 3, 4, 5,000 laps. I don't really know. I've done a lot of 100% races, which you can check out on the channel. But anyway, we're trying to work our way past Ocon. One of the good things you can do to overtake the AI pretty swiftly is try an outside overtake at the Fairmont hairpin. Doesn't really... It sounds crazy, but it actually works. The AI get a bit spooked when you put your car in that position. This corner is another one where we can make a lot of moves stick if we can get on the power nice and early, and the medium tyres are already working quite well for us, laying down that traction as the softs really start to die off. Ocon going very defensive. Down into the first corner, we go round the outside, and with cockpit cam, that was a stunning move because I had no idea where the bounds of my car are. So I'm normally a T-cam player, as you guys know, but I didn't exactly know how wide my car was and how much room I had either side of me. I knew it was close, but the replays show just how tight it was. As you can see, pretty much, yeah, we ran through a couple of pit boards there, but we'll ignore that because realism. Anyway, into turn one. Here's the overtake. Ocon moves over to the left-hand side, trying to take the racing line. Look at that lack of space with the wall. And then here we approach the apex, and then this is where it gets tight between us and Ocon. Just about squeezing through, and then just about enough room on the outside of the circuit. And that right there is a happy weave after a very satisfying overtake. But after going through all the replay cameras and returning to the game, I nearly threw away the position again, so that would have been awfully embarrassing had we lost the position, which we didn't. So we're fine again to carry on in our Papaya Mclaren. Quite interested to see what the 2021 McLaren looks like. There are rumors that it's going to be orange and grey, orange and black. Maybe grey with the Mercedes power this year for McLaren. I'm very, very excited to see what this combination can do. McLaren and Mercedes plus Lando and Daniel. It really is the dream team for 2021, especially if you're me. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. I hope they can get regular podiums, maybe even the odd race win, but I'm probably being a bit ambitious there. Anyway, we're trying to get past Lando now, trying to establish some supremacy as the #1 driver. We're getting ever closer into the third sector for potentially a Rascasse dive bomb. We go up the inside into Rascasse, and again, I don't know how wide the track is, but we've got it done.
You're gonna have to send it. Oh, 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 oh.
Yes.
Wow, beautiful by Ben. That is a masterclass.
Oh, thanks, Lando. What a nice guy. Actually compliments me on the overtake as I whiz on past. What a guy. What a team player. Next up, we have Mick Schumacher in the Haas, who I've got to say is in a very elevated position. Not too sure that Haas are going to be in a points-paying position at any point in 2021. I would be surprised. We make pretty quick work of him there, and that is job done for P9 in this Grand Prix. I'm not too sure who's up next.
Ricciardo's ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 5.0 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:14.8.
So, apparently Ricciardo is ahead of us, but we know that we are driving as Ricciardo. So that means that it's Fernando Alonso who replaced Ricciardo. That's the issue with the mod. There's a lot of limitations with the F1 2020 game, and so one of the things we couldn't do is we couldn't change the text of the drivers' names, and just various other issues because Codemasters are very, I don't know, strict for some reason on modding, which is a shame because it makes it harder to make videos like this or just do mods, and in turn, I think less people play the game longer term. I think if the game was more moddable, we'd be playing it a lot longer in its lifespan. Anyway, enough of that. We're in the pit stop phase of this Grand Prix. A few of the soft compound tyre runners made their early stops, and as such, we're up in the top 4 with Verstappen, Bottas, and Hamilton all ahead, and they started on medium compound tyres. So that was awfully cheeky of them. Oh, well, awfully smart of them, because they're going to overcut everyone and not have to worry about traffic issues. As you can see, the second replay in only a matter of 30s or 40 seconds, where I've had some close calls to the barrier. I really am pushing my luck here at Monaco, especially in this cockpit cam where I'm not 100% familiar with the camera positioning because, like I said, I run in a different camera view in T-Cam, and it means that the dimensions of the car feels a little bit wider. It's hard to know exactly where the edge of the wing is, where the tires stretch out to, and sometimes I'm kind of second guessing myself as to whether I've got enough space either side of me. So Monaco is all about pushing the limits, pushing the boundaries, and getting really close to those walls. The closer you get to the walls, the faster you are. But it's really hard to find a reference right now, and so it's taking me a few laps to get up to speed. I'm getting there. I'm pushing the limits lap on lap now, but there might come a point where we overstep the limits because, like I said, I don't quite have the spatial awareness that I normally would in this camera view. I think with more practice, I'd be absolutely fine. I think even the level that I'm driving at now is quite good, but yeah, it's not going to be perfect. Anyway, we had Sergio Perez in the Red Bull just in front of us get held up by Mick Schumacher, and now he's under pressure. He's on the medium compound tyre, and he's already made his stop. He's going to be a lot slower than us. The back marker doing absolute wonders, holding up Sergio, and now we're going to see if we can get past him, maybe into Mirabeau. We've got a great run, and we go up the inside into Mirabeau, and that is now us into 4th place, effectively now, in this Grand Prix. The only 3 cars ahead of us are the front runners on softs. So this final 5, 6, 7 laps is going to be awfully sweaty. We're on lap 15 now, as you can see on the wheel. On the left-hand side, next to P4, that says L15. That tells you what lap we're on. Under P4, you can see the fuel load. And we're only... Oh, you can see it in the bottom right-hand corner anyway, with the MFD. Lots of information on the steering wheel. So it means that you don't need as much ugly OSD text and stuff. I think it's quite a clean look running less OSD, and I've taken off the driver tags as well. Let me know what you got. Oh! My goodness. This is actually me going for a fastest lap, by the way. We do actually get that, despite all the mistakes. Hello, Carlos Sainz in the McLaren still. But anyway, let me know what you think of the camera settings and of the OSD settings. I just think it's really, really cool to take off all of the text and stuff. It makes it look a little bit more realistic, actually, which is nice to see. But anyway, had a really close call with that outside wall on the left-hand side. I actually think I nicked it. And as you can see there's a slight deviation in the car. It just kind of had a little wiggle. But might have to get Snicko on that one from the... If anyone watches cricket, they get the Snicko to see if the ball has nicked the bat on the way through. We need wall Snicko for Monaco. See how many people whack the barriers every single lap. I think that Snicko would go off a lot over the course of a Monaco Grand Prix. But anyway, I've made like nearly 2,000 videos. I've never made mention of a Snicko before, but here we are. I think one of my last Monaco videos, I think it was 100% race. I was talking about a Red Bull having hands or something. It's just this place. It makes me go bonkers, I swear. Anyway, we're getting towards the end of the Grand Prix now. We're on lap 19 of 20. And so we're running out of opportunities to get this mother truck and podium. Lewis Hamilton is up next. Then there's Max Verstappen. Don't know if we'll be able to get Verstappen, but I tell you what, Hamilton might be half a chance as we're getting ever closer now into the final 2 corners. We're going to get DRS on this lap. We're going to open that up. We're pretty close on fuel. Tyre wear is not an issue. 25% all round for the 4 tyres. But we've really got to attack on this last lap, and I haven't really pushed the limits there at turn 1, I've got to be honest. Running strict corner cutting rules as well. I think I've only got 2 warnings maximum. So we might push the boundaries in sectors 2 and 3 to get close to Hamilton, to dive bomb him into the Nouvelle chicane. Or are we going to leave it super late and go for Raskas? Could we get him now, actually? No, is the answer. I tried it. I tried to do the outside move at the hairpin. We haven't managed to pull that off today. We don't have our career mode performance advantage over the field. We are in a McLaren, so we do need to keep those expectations nice and low, or realistic, I would say. Really close to Hamilton now through the Nouvelle chicane. Look at the amount of ground we made up on approach to corner, entry, and exit. But we're running out of time in this Monaco Grand Prix. We've really just got to send it at this final 2 corners. We fly through the chicane and now into the hairpin. We go up the inside of Hamilton. Bottas has won the Grand Prix. Nobody cares because a McLaren is going to get a podium in 2021. Danny Rick. Oh, you've run out of fuel, but you've done it.
Is that a podium, boys? Is that a podium?
That's a podium. Yeah, nice shot, mate.
Enjoy this one, guys. Enjoy it. It's a good feeling. Wow.
Oh, man. In classic me fashion, I've left it to the last minute, but I've also run out of fuel. How many times do I have to run out of fuel at this place before I learn my lesson? But thankfully, it's not cost us. We've got ourselves a podium in the McLaren. Valtteri Bottas has probably led the most boring race from P1. I hope he's satisfied. We've gone from P12 to podium in only 20 laps. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more racing game content. This isn't the first F1, or this isn't the last F1 2021 mod video that I'm going to do. I want to do another one, but I want your input on who I should drive for next. I'm thinking it's between Alonso in the Alpine, or it's going to be Vettel in the Aston Martin. If I had the choice, I'd probably go Vettel in the Aston, but I'll leave the vote to you guys. But I'm going to do it on Assetto Corsa because I love racing on that platform, and you can go a whole lot more bonkers with the mods. So if that's something you guys want to see, make sure you let me know and stay subscribed to stay up to date with all these future videos coming up. But that's the race. Podium, fastest lap in the McLaren. Things you'll love to see. That's it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, I'll see you next time.